6-2. 6-2. Woo! Just taking the hearts from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go, baby. Hello, Ellis Bell here. Another installment of Letter Edition. Raiders versus Tampa Bay review. And man, oh man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. The whole game I was nervous. Hadn't gone 5-0 on the road in a very long time. Very long time. Some decades. 1977, that is. And the game definitely had its ebbs and flows. And the first half, I'm not going to lie, I was a little frustrated with some things. A little frustrated. But the first things first, everybody's talking about it, especially on Twitter. And especially the national pundits. 23 penalties. Set a record. Not a franchise record. An NFL record. And you know what? I'm watching the game and I'm sitting here, it's like, damn, another penalty. 12 men on the field. 2 times in a row. Illegal formations. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm like, Jesus, what are we trying to give Tampa Bay the game? Are we trying to give them the game? And then at the end of the game, I'm just like, you know what, the hell with it. Go for the record. Get 23. That way, who cares? We don't tie in Raider land. We don't tie in the nation. We don't tie. We get wins. So we got the record. Fair enough. Am I happy about it? No. And I will admit, some of the calls, kind of suspect. Most notably, the one on Cooper at I believe it was in overtime, where he got unnecessary roughness against the defender, where he kind of slapped him. And I've seen that play a million times. I'm just like, come on, ref. You for real out here? You real right here? Are you serious right now? Okay, ref, you serious? Okay. And pushed us back. Ended up being a 50-yard field goal. Janikowski missed it. And normally I'm thinking like, oh, that's a chip shot. But 50 yards is 50 yards. That's not a layup. That's not even a 15-footer. So I was like, okay, I give him a pass. Then it happens again. 52-yard. Janikowski misses it. I'm just like, oh, Jesus. And it ended up being 52 yards, I believe. I'm like, oh, damn. Here we go. But before we get to the conclusion of the game, I got to give full credit to Bill Musgraves. Because in the first half, the offense was not looking good. And I was like, oh, here we go. This is not the time for the offense not to be in a zone. And holy smokes. In the second half, including overtime, all cylinders were firing. Derek Carr was zoned in. Play calling was on point. Running game, not so much, but who cares? When you got Derek Carr slinging it like Nino Brown out there, who cares? Amari Ferrari is what I call him. He's going to work. Michael Crabtree been going to work all season long. And guess who showed up to the party finally? I've been wondering where this guy has been. Michael Rivera. Huge game for me, in my personal opinion. Not in terms of stat-wise, but in terms of impact plays. He had some beautiful catches. And he had a huge touchdown catch where Derek Carr had to throw it low because the defender was right there. Michael Rivera came up with it. Great hands. Hopefully, we can see more of him integrated into the offense. I would like for us to see more of 2 tight end sets. Clyde Walford on one side, Michael Rivera on the other side. And I think we can go to work because we have mismatches. I'm happy that we got that he got integrated into the offense. The offensive line was pretty stout. Derek Carr got a sack fumble, but for the most part, Derek Carr really had a lot of time to throw and step into his throws, which is huge for any quarterback. It was a beautiful thing. The second half adjustments were key in this game, and I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with Bill Musgrave. I know a lot of people are frustrated with his play calling, but I'm sensing more that he's more apt to make adjustments in the second half as opposed to last year. So kudos to him for evolving with this team. The defense, what the hell? Oh man, oh man, oh man. My bad. I got my Wisconsin hat on, and I should have my Raider gear on because this is a huge game. It was a record-setting game. My fault. Hold on. My fault. Here we go. Anyway, it's been a good weekend for me. I got I had some Badger Pride this afternoon. And I was like, oh, hey, we knocked off Nebraska, undefeated, by the way. And now we're number 8 in the nation again. We're inside the top 10, number 8. And we were doing some big things. Alabama, we're coming for you. Be scared. We're coming for you. Big Ten champs. I'm calling it right now. But anyway, let me digress to what I was talking about. Where was I? Oh yeah, the defense. Yeah, defense. It's kind of scared early in the first half, Famous Jameis was Famous Jameis in the first half, I believe. And he I mean, I thought if he's going to just go up and down the field like this, we're in trouble. But second half, defense tightened up. They put them screws on him, put them holes on him. Defense played really well. I thought, honestly, when Sean Smith went out in the first, I want to say the first quarter, I was like, oh, man, here we go. So T.J. Carey had to come in. DJ Hayden, honestly, outside of Khalil Mack, I thought he had one of the best games. The best game because he was in position. I know he got beat for a touchdown. And you know what? More often than not, a great pass beats great coverage. And he was in great coverage, but there was great pass. But for the most part, DJ Hayden was in great position. It was a short tackler. And one of the defining plays for me in terms of for me giving him this award of like one of the best games outside of Khalil Mack, who had 2 sacks, by the way. Khalil Mack's heating up. He's heating up, boys and girls. He's heating up. But anyway, I believe there was a long pass. I want to say it was either to Mike Evans or Humphreys. I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. But there was a long pass, and DJ Hayden is in position, and it was slightly underthrown. I'm not going to lie. Slightly underthrown. But a miracle happened. DJ Hayden turned his eyes and his head around and looked for the ball. That's a miracle. You might think that's just commonplace, but for DJ Hayden, that's been one of my biggest critiques for DJ Hayden. Not turning his head around. He's always been in good position, but turning his head around and making a play on the ball, whether it be swatting or picking it. So it shows me that he's progressing. I know the first couple of years of his career he's been injured, but he's shown me some things this year. He's had a solid year this year. I'm impressed with him. T.J. Carey had a good game. Carl Joseph, with every week he seems to be improving, and I like that. I mean, I know he had the unnecessary roughness on the receiver where he hit him in the head, but other than that, I thought he had a good game. The defense, it's I want to say it's coming along because let's not lie. Let's not forget they pretty much almost shut down Jameis Winston and Mike Evans in the second half. Mike Evans had let's check the stats. Mike Evans had 50 yards. I'll take that against Mike Evans, one of the better receivers in the league. I'll take that. Famous Jameis, who was just mediocre Jameis, he had 16 attempts, 180 yards, 2 touches. I'll take that. And the funny thing about that, 16 attempts for 180 yards, we had 23 penalties for over 180 yards. I believe it was 200 yards. That means we had more penalties than this man had completions, and we had more penalty yardage than this man had more passing yardage, and we still found a way to find a way to win. Wow. But anyway, the defense I think is going to come along. Hopefully the defensive back play tightens up with each week. I said Khalil Mack is heating up. He had 2 sacks. He had 2 sacks in this game against Tampa Bay. So if he can continue getting pressure, if Bruce Irvin can get more pressure, and then hopefully we get Mario Edwards back. Hopefully he can help, and he can come back healthy, and then hopefully we can get Aldon Smith. I don't know if Aldon Smith's going to be like this dominant force early on. I think it might take until like week 14, week 15 if he gets reinstated, but we can get all those pieces. If we can get all those pieces clicking at the same time, whoo! And the DBs, this defense could be something. Hopefully, because I know a lot of people are saying, "Man, this defense, it shouldn't be this bad," especially with Kit Norton at the helm. Because a lot of people are saying Kit Norton should be fired. I'm not on that train yet. We'll see how the season goes, but I think the defense is making slow and incremental improvements, if you will. So overall, I was impressed with the game. It was a cardiac game where I guess we're the cardiac kids, and I'll give a shout out to one of my followers, Sheldon. He called it all the way back in week 1, week 2. He said, "Hey, Oakland Raiders going to be the cardiac kids of the NFL," and we are, because after Janikowski missed those 2 field goals, I'm like, oh God, okay, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We should be winning this game. We should be winning this game. And in the overtime game, and when it went to overtime, I was like, oh, here we go. We didn't get it on 3rd down, and they're going out for it on 4th down, and I'm like, oh, Captain Jack is back. That's right. I forgot. Like I said in the early part of the video, we don't go for ties. I believe it was under 2 minutes in the game. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, under 2 minutes in the overtime, and I'm like, oh, please don't let us tie. We already had that in London. We already had that on the Sunday night game last week. Please don't let us tie, please. And Captain Jack, he said, hey, we're Raiders. We don't tie. Either we take the L or we go for the W. So he said, we're gonna go for the win. Put the offense back out there, even after the timeout, just like in the Saints, even though that was a 2-point conversion. I know. But man, when I was like, and the funny thing is this how you know fortune favors the bold, because I wasn't even nervous when they went for it on 4th down. I was like, man, let's go. Let me sip my tea while I watch this. And I saw that and I was like, uh-oh, Seth Roberts is open. Now, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think Seth Roberts was going to break those 2 tackles. And then when I saw him break those tackles, I'm like, woo! Let's go! And I'm like, fortune favors the bold. That's what we do in Raiderland. We don't take ties. We gamble. Crap tables. We put it out there every time. And it's worked out more often than not. And I give Captain Jack kudos for having the balls to go for it on 4th down in overtime, willing to sit there and say, if we lose, we lose, but we're not going to tie. I give him credit for that. I give credit for Kid Norton Jr. making halftime adjustments and putting the screws somewhat on the Tampa Bay offense. And I give credit to Bill Musgraves. Derek Carr. Setting a franchise record. What did he go for? Where did he go for it? Over 500 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Damn. I'm so glad we picked him. Oh, thank God. The future is bright with the car. Start the car. Huge game for Derek Carr. He seems to be getting better and better. I know he had kind of an off week last week against the Jaguars in the second half, but the game was out of hand after the first half. But Derek Carr, man, he looks to be something special, and I'm so glad he's in that silver and black. So anyway, that's my reaction to the game. Kudos to the coaching staff. Kudos to the offensive line. They have several injuries. They protected Carr, allowed him to step into the throws. Crabtree having one of his having the best year of his career. Glad he's a Raider. Amari Cooper, doing dirt. He had a career game. He had a big drop at the end of the game, but thank God that didn't come back to haunt us. But it was a good game all around. I thought, the defense had, I believe it was three and outs in the second half. That was huge. So we're coming along. We're coming along slowly but surely. Where the offense and defense are coming here making plays. So kudos to the whole Raider team, and hopefully we can build upon this and beat those donkeys for next week. But anyway, that's my like I said, that's my reaction. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Let me know what can we improve on. Let me know what you guys didn't like about the game. Let me know. Write comments, and I will respond to all of you. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Letterer Sports Show. 6-2. Super Bowl. We here. Even with our 23 record-setting penalties, we here. But we can't do that next week, all right, boys? Let's not do that.